Hi, this video I'm going to show you how to create your classes in GoGuardian. But before we get started, I just want to remind you that if you haven't already watched the GoGuardian archiving your classrooms from last year, you need to do that first. You want to start out with no classes in your GoGuardian. Additionally, I'm going to click on this tab up here. Please make sure that you've archived all of your old Google Classrooms from last year, that you've created new ones, and you've asked your students to join your new classroom and that they're all in your new classrooms before you begin starting your GoGuardian classes for this year. It makes it a lot easier if your students are already in your Google Classroom because you're going to be syncing up your Google Classroom and your GoGuardian accounts. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is go to teacher.goguardian.com, and it will bring you to a page that looks like this. And you will click on the login with Google. And if you're already logged into your email account, it will automatically log you into your GoGuardian, and you don't have to worry about remembering passwords. You can see here that my main classroom page is blank because I have archived all of my old classes and I need to start creating them. So you can click create one, or you can come over here and click on add classroom. The green button will always be on the right hand side. When your classrooms start to appear here and you need to add more, you'll come over here. So I'm going to click on the add classroom button. And you'll notice right away it has classroom name, subject. You want to skip all of this and you want to come down here and go to Add Google Classroom. And you don't have to type anything in. It makes it a lot easier. It's going to look for your Google classes. And right here, it'll load them all up. And you may have to, if you don't see your class that you want to add, you may have to go to next. I have 7 pages of classes because I have all the homerooms. So you'll have to kind of go through and find your class. So I'm going to pick one of the homerooms from this year, click on it, and it takes a few moments. And then right here, you can schedule right away if you would like the time that that particular class meets, or you can skip that and do it later on. If you want to do a quick add, just skip it and do it later on. Otherwise, you can select the days that the class meets, select the times, and then add that schedule. I recommend, for my recommendations and based on things that happened last year, I recommend that you skip this step because you can always create a GoGuardian session on the fly and it doesn't have to be scheduled. And that kind of allows you to not worry about if school's not in schedule or we have a different schedule that day, delayed opening or half day, and your class is running when another class is running and you have some kind of scene running that is interfering with the students having activity, correct kinds of classroom activity or laptop activity in their other classes. So to avoid that confusion, you might not want to set up a schedule for any of your classes, and then you can just automatically create a session on the fly. So we're going to hit skip right here. And right here, you're going to see that all the students that are in this particular class are already added in here. I didn't have to do anything for that particular class. Now, we're in the early weeks of school. Many students will be leaving one class, going to another one. We're getting new students every day. Once you have imported all of your or synced up your Google Classrooms, you would just come back to the Students tab here and click on this blue button called Sync Students from Google. So as new students come in and students exit out of your Google Classroom, you have to make sure that you've removed them from your Google Classroom or that you've given them a code and they've joined your Google Classroom. Then you come into GoGuardian and you simply click on Sync Students from Google. So that's it for this particular video. If you have any questions about adding classes, please see Mrs. Spawn in the Media Center. To go back to your main page right here, you'll see I added that classroom and you can just add another classroom there. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm in the Media Center. Thank you.